What's going on, guys? Nate the Great coming at you back again for another edition of a book review. I really love giving you guys these book reviews because it definitely helps me a lot, retain what I learned. And this book is a very, very good one. It's very short, but it's very, very powerful. I'm in a mastermind group every single week, and I actually recommended this book for them. It's called Your Invisible Power. Okay, Your Invisible Power. Amazing read. Man, I don't even know how to pronounce the author's name for real. It's like Genevieve Berend. I don't know if that's how you say it or not, but on the back it says, "Never forget that every physical thing, whether for you or against you, was a sustained thought before it was a thing." It's deep, right? So this book right here, this is the kind of text that's in it. It's not that bad. Not too short. Not too big. It's real good text. And this in here really talks about not just one invisible power, but several invisible powers. And I'm sure you can sort of guess what that is, what that invisible power is. And of course it goes in, and I don't want to spoil the book, but of course it goes into like psychological and the human, being as whole. And this is definitely a great read, to say the least. I'll read a little bit to you guys. Just trying to think of which one would be best for you guys. I might just randomly pick a page and read like a paragraph. Okay, so let me let me start off with this one right here. Let's see what this one is. Yes. Okay, so this chapter is called "How I Attracted to Myself $20,000." In the laboratory of experience in which my newly revealed relation to divine operation was to be tested, the first problem was a financial one. My income was a stipulated one, quite enough for my everyday needs, but it did not seem sufficient to enable me to go comfortably to England, where Troward lived, and remain for an indefinite period to study with so great a teacher as he must be. So before inquiring whether Troward took pupils or whether I would be eligible in case he did, I began to use the paragraph I had memorized. Daily, in fact, almost hourly, the words were in my mind. My mind is a center of divine operation, and divine operation means expansion into something better than has gone before. That's all I'm going to read. As you can see, it has a story to it, and yeah, it's really great. One of my favorite parts is the back here. It literally will go over some things that you can apply to your everyday schedule, like in terms of waking up, the best time to meditate. If you're big into prayer, that's also great. I'll give you one hint for application. It's called the hints of application. So for every 5 minutes given to reading and study of the theories of mental science, spend 15 minutes in the use and application of the knowledge acquired. 1. Spend 1 minute in every 24 hours in conscientiously thinking over the specification that must be observed in order to have your prayers answered. 2. Practice a steady recognition of desirable thought possession for 2 periods of 15 minutes each every day. Not only time yourself each period to see how long you can keep a given conception before your mental vision, but also keep a written record of the vividness with which you experience your mental image. Remember that your mental senses are just as varied and trainable as your physical ones. And then 3, spend 5 minutes every day between 12 noon and 1 o'clock with a mental search for new sources of wealth. Yeah, guys, The Invisible Power, really great book, really, really deep too. Again, this has 105 pages. Not too long, but very, very deep. Highly recommend this. It's funny, of late I've been reading a lot of these shorter books, but they've been super duper powerful. And so I have a good many other books that are going to be coming your way. Let me know, how I'm doing with the book reviews. Maybe there's more you want me to read. Maybe there's certain specifics I can definitely do. Whichever you guys, would prefer, obviously, I'll definitely do. So anyways, guys, hope you're having an amazing day. Always remember, dedicate, I don't care if it's a minute a day, all right? Dedicate time to reading books. Guys, in the past week, I've read I'd say in the past week and 2 days, I've read a total of 4 books. Yeah, 4 books in a total of the past week and 2 days. So I mean, they're not long books, but it's the power of consistency. Every single day I read a book. Okay? Consistency is everything. So, guys, always read, sharpen the brain, sharpen that X. Let's get it.